I have seen a lot of girls like that back in like high school and even post high school, you know. I see that a lot in different people with different groups and with different kinds of society members, where the female groups is just a bunch of girls who come together and don't even like each other. And I think one thing that brings them together is maybe their interests, with their insecurities, because like I explained in some of my videos, some people are very insecure doing things alone and being alone and just being in solitude, so they are not very comfortable being with themselves. So sometimes people form these groups or these relationships with multiple people because they're just not used to being alone. So I see that a lot with a lot of girlfriend groups, you know, as opposed to guy groups, because they can be like 12 niggas in a group and none of the guys knows whose name, you know. We know each other by nicknames or by street names. And I guess that's not really the important part that I wanted to talk about with this whole friend things. But the one key I wanted to highlight was, this was an impression that I got, right? This was an idea that I got. It was an impression that I got, and then I decided, why not put it into a video, right? Because it's true. You can test it out yourself. You can test it out. So in a group of friends, let's say there's 5 friends. Yeah? In a group of 5 friends, or in any group of friends, in any group, there is a trio. And in every trio, there is a duo. What do I mean by that? If you convince yourself that 5 of you guys or 5 of you girls are friends, you are lying to yourself, because 3 of those people are friends. And in that 3, 2 are actually friends. That leaves this 1 behind and these 2 also behind. So it can happen in different ratios, and it could be 5 people, 2 are friends. It's 2 pairs of friends, and then there's 1 that's just following the rest of the crowd, and they don't really have their other half, right? Or it can happen that 3 of these people are actually friends, and these 2 are not really that much of friends. They just gossip about one another. And when I referenced girl groups, is sometimes the 3 are gossiping about the 2, or the 2 are gossiping about the 3. And sometimes, unfortunately, there is a duo in the 3. There's a duo, right? So sometimes the duo can gossip about this one, or this one can just feel left out when it comes to this group of 3 people, right? So it breaks down to 2 people, actually. That is why the most basic and fundamental principle of bonds and relationships, per my personal experience and knowledge, is it only works very well when there's 2 people. Not to say that you should only have 1 friend and then there's 2 of you, but I'm saying make sure your bond and your relationship with that 1 person is stronger. Because the unfortunate part about this whole thing of friendships is, if you have a friend, your friend also has a friend, and the friend of that friend if you have a friend, that your friend has a friend, and your friend that has a friend, he also has a friend, right? So it goes on and on and on and on. Everybody has a friend. So I got to learn this idea. Well, I wasn't really learning because it's something very obvious, but I got to learn it with my whole experience of losing people and finding myself in solitude a lot. That sometimes when you get that one special friend, you just wish to have them to yourself and nobody else. Like when you have someone that you consider a best friend, and then they consider somebody else a best friend, so now you see that bond is not really that special. Which is why I eliminated this whole best friend ideology in my list of titles. I don't understand what's the benefit or what's the use of having a best friend anymore. And I'm just speaking my mind at this point. take it or leave it, however way you want to perceive the information I'm telling you. That's up to you. It's not up to me. So yeah, I guess that's just what I wanted to talk about.